The next tool which follows offset command is tape measurement tool, which is right here below scale button. We are going to bring this small staircase to illustrate tape measure tool. The most obvious application of this command is measuring edges between 2 points. So click tape or simply press T on your keyboard to initiate tape measure tool. You will need to click the edge or midpoint, then drag to the other edge. You don't have to click, it will display the unit once you go near the edge. You can also click any point within the line to start your measurement, and it will give you a snap to show the end point of the line. Another cool application of this tool is it can be applied as extend tool. Let's see this drawing. First, before we apply the tape command to extend the drawing, we need to measure the length. As you can see here, we have 5 meter orbit. Measure this side, it is 3 meter, so the total measurement is 5 by 3 unit. Now apply measure tool, click it, press Ctrl key once. This removes guiding line, we don't need that. Click the first and last or end point. Now I want to increase the length, let's say 7.5 unit. Type the unit using your keyboard and press enter. So when I measure again, it shows exactly the units I typed in. But there is a problem when you measure this side. Previously it was 3 meter, but now it is 4.5 unit. Now we can say that the overall scale has been increased proportionally, but if you want to increase this sketch by 1 unit in each side, then you will have to type the final unit and extend to it without affecting the rest geometry. Let's do that together. First, undo by pressing Ctrl Z couple times. This figure is 5 by 3 units. Suppose I want this figure to be 6 by 4 units, so use your measure tool to measure from this side. Make sure to follow the red line, type 6 and press enter. And this side also, we want 4 units. Follow the green line, type 4 unit and press enter. Now 6 by 4 or 4 by 6 is our new unit, and we have drawn dotted line to show where it ends our measurement. So orbit your drawing, we need to select one side of our drawing. Just like when we want to extend lines in AutoCAD, press M for move. Click this node and drag your drawing into the edge line, escape and orbit it. Now we are going to select back side and also move it to the line. As you can see here, when you measure the overall distance, you will get 6 by 4, which was our new dimension. There is another method in this tool where you can avoid the overall extension of the geometry. This will allow you to resize or to edit only specific components in the model. It is one of the most common methods, especially when you have large project where you need to reshape some portion of your project so that it fits within selected boundary. For that, we will use this drawing. It is not complicated sketch, but you will get the idea of this method. As you can see the figure, you have 4 tables, 3 of which are inside in this open room. So suppose I want these 4 tables to fit inside the room. Now I can't keep this table inside because the room is not enough to accommodate all the tables. So what I'm going to do is that I'll resize all the 4 tables at once equally. I mean, you can edit each table one by one, but that method takes a lot of time. Let's move on. Select all the 4 items and make a group, then escape. Now select the group by double clicking. This dotted box tells you that you can now edit the group. It also tells you that if you make changes to one of the components within the group, it will affect to all components in the same group. Type T to initiate tab tool. Measure one of them. It is nearly 1.5 unit. Type 0.5 unit as my new dimension. I want all the tables to be 0.75 unit. That is half of their current size. Now press enter. As you can notice, the size of the tables have been reduced to half of its original size. Now all the tables can fit into the room. Simply move them in. Lastly, tab measure tool can be used as guiding line. Let's see this plan. I want to erect columns in this foundation, and I want all the columns to be in a straight line and equal. For that, we are going to use tab measure tool. Once again, if you use offset tool, it is perfect, but tab also works well in this case. Click it. Now click lines to offset 1 unit and this side and all the sides. Take rectangle tool, give 1,1 dimension and make a copy to all sides. Then you can press pull them with 3.5 unit. After that, you can either erase the guiding lines using eraser, or if there are many guiding lines for larger projects, you can delete them from here in this panel. This was all about in this module.